Okay, everybody, so hello. So this is Ernie Jackson here, and I am here to talk about using the Flyrig 5 a very cool way and why you should get one because it's super killer. All right, so let me explain what I have going on here first. I have two sets of Tech 21 pedals going through an AB box. So you look here on the floor here, I've got an XXL pedal, a Flyrig 5, and that's it on my A side. On my B side, I have an XXL pedal, a little later model, the Sans Am Classic, the super dope silver anniversary 10-year edition, okay? Chrome, really. And then boost reverb and a boost delay. These are the original ones, okay? And then my AB box for switching, okay? So let's get started. So I'm in my Flyrig mode and I have nothing on. In other words, without the Flyrig, this is about how loud it is. No color, no nothing. Flyrig on. Oops. That's what happens when you have a big foot. You can hit two pedals at once. Flyrig with the reverb in. Hot. Beautiful sounding. Okay? Now, again, as you know about the Flyrig, you can watch the videos. This is not a review. This is just like a cool thing to understand. Let's go to the B side. Nothing. Let's activate the Sans Amp. And then let's activate the boost reverb. Very cool. Very similar. Again, so Flyrig, Sans Amp. Whatever your preference is. I'm just showing you that the cost of the Flyrig 5, which would be somewhere between $250, $280, somewhere, I don't know, wherever you buy it. The Sans Amp alone is going to be in that price range, and then the boost reverb is going to add to that. So with one pedal switch, I've got my Sans Amp and I got my reverb. Just super hot. Okay, so back to the Flyrig. As I said, the Flyrig has some built-in distortion, so it has that plexi thing. Now, I don't have a plexi pedal, and I've heard the demos. That thing is hot. That's crazy, okay? But here's the plexi built in right here. Now, I don't have a lot of distortion. I don't have a lot of drive on it. I don't need a lot, okay? Because I like the way my guitar sounds. Hot. What I love, though, is that in the plexi section, there's a hot button. So here's the hot. If you use the hot by itself, what's really cool is that the hot acts like the boost that they have on their trademark 60 amps. So if you have a trademark 60, you have that pedal, it has a boost button on there. That's what this sounds like. Off. On. Depending on how you have it set. If in fact you have the distortion, and then the hot, yes. Beastly. However, if you use a distortion pedal before it, now we're talking. Here we go. XSL pedal based on my setting that I like. Now, that's the XXL pedal. I don't have it set to a real high distortion now either, because I'm going to add to it. So here is the XXL pedal with just a hot boost. insane. XSL pedal with just the plexi. A little bit more beef. Off, on. So all three, plexi, hot, and XXL. Let's go to the B side. XXL. Sounds great. Nobody's saying it doesn't. I'm just saying I can get a pretty close sound like that right in my Fly Rig 5. Okay? Just a little noodling depending on what you want to do, what kind of sound you want. Okay? So, back to the Fly Rig. Let's talk about the delay section here. Again, I don't have it up too loud. I'm not trying to be like Mr. Delay Guy. But I am going to do a little tap time here. Oops. Bad Jackson. Look at that. My big foot. Nice. Put a little distortion in there. Just sounds so awesome. And then I can go to the other side and do that same thing. I got it set the delay set on a pretty long delay there, right? I just have to mix down a little bit lower. Let me take that distortion off there. And so again, all these four pedals, you know, they're going to cost what they cost. Yes, you can noodle ad nauseum, if you will. You can get a lot more sounds because you can do a lot more controls. But I'm talking about the person who just goes to their gig, plugs their guitar into their amp, and in between that guitar and amp is a Fly Rig, and you just go. You want to add another distortion pedal to get some more tonalities out of it? Go ahead. Be cool. And remember, with the delay section here, you can set the, what is that control called? The drift, and get some nice chorusing out of there as well. I'm totally down with that. I just think that I'm doing a gig, whatever. I got the guitar that I want. I got the sounds that I want. I'm just ready to play the songs, okay? I've never seen one player with a pedal board with a whole bunch of pedals in the middle of the song start going in and doing stuff and changing things, you know, as a guitar player while they're playing. It doesn't make sense. However, if you are someone who has, like I have the PSA-1, and in my effects group I have an Intel effects going in there, and then of course I'm going to use my, you know, my MIDI Moose MIDI pedal board. Of course I'm going to use that. If I have that, if I have a rack unit, let me get a nice picture in there. If I have my rack unit and it's going MIDI, then I have like 1,000 presets. Yeah, okay, that's fine. We're not talking about that. We're talking about the Fly Rig 5, which is about 11 and a half, a little bit more inches long, and maybe one other pedal, and you're set to go. Here we go. Now what's really nice also is that, you know, you can add some modulation effects after the Fly Rig. It says it in the manual. So then do that. So bring another delay in. Do some other cool stuff. Okay? Let's see now. Let me be ridiculous. I'm gonna be ridiculous. Let me see now. Let's see if I did what I wanted to do. Put that on. So now I've got both pedals on because I'm just being ridiculous now. See if I got that right. I got that right? Yeah, I got both pedals going on because I'm just being funny. Nobody needs that. Tanzam. Fly Rig 5. Okay, that's just me. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch guitars real quick. Put everything on mute. So I'm going to switch guitars because this guitar has no active circuitry in it, and it has some really nice DiMarzios and stuff, but they're not real high output, which is why I like the sound of this guitar a lot. And then I'm going to switch to my super sweet Godin. Now this does have active circuitry, okay? So this does have some things in it. It has their HDR circuit, their high definition revoicer. And yes, I do have some really nice DiMarzios in here as well. Okay, let's see. Put that in. Let's see. Get a little boost. Santam? Woo, I mean, it's getting hot in here, man. I'm telling you, we got the hot stuff going up in here. I'm telling you that Fly Rig 5 would be all you need. I switched guitars because that's what's going to happen at a gig, right? So you're going to have one or two guitars. You're going to have one guitar that has a certain sound, another guitar that has another sound. I did not change the settings. I kept it honest. This is what it's about, people. Get your Fly Rig, throw it in your guitar case, go on your way. Guitar, cable, Fly Rig 5, maybe one other pedal. I mean baby. This is enough for me. Look. That's enough for me. If you got a big foot like me, you can get both pedals at once. It's funny. It's pathetic, really. But that's enough. And I haven't even tweaked it. I just plugged the thing, got a basic sound, and then I went on. So again, I say Flyrig 5. I don't know. I don't know. It just works for me. I love this thing. Sounds great. And by the way, I didn't say this in the beginning, and I should have. Everything you're hearing is just going direct through the console, right? And it's all being recorded so that you can hear exactly what it sounds like going through the console. This is all going direct. So when you have an amp, it's about to go down, all right? Ernie Jackson here, just spreading the common sense word O today. Y'all have fun without me. Uh-oh, I'm about to go down. Uh-oh, here we go.